You guys can do that. There we go. Yeah, it'll be fine. Not the death, obviously, but almost nomadic. It's not so much nomadic. Like, I've been here for, like, this game itself has been running for, like, it's getting close to 3 years. When we hit March, it'll be 3 years of real world time and stuff. So it's been going for a really long time, but it's not as nomadic as that probably feels like, especially since I've been moving this colony since like July last year. It's taken a long time to get everybody to kind of like pick shit up and move things and get stuff kind of built and stuff. So it takes a while. I also have like a fuck ton of vitals monitors and shit that I've got to install around the place. The other thing too is, while everything's like jumbled in storage, it's really hard to see what I have, and I really can't wait until I can kind of tell them to separate where all the storage stuff is, because they'll make it so much easier for me to see. Plus, like, in every case, whenever I move, I always move with prisoners and shit, so yeah, that doesn't make it easier either, because I like had to secure a prison initially, and my prison medic area was literally my only medic area and stuff for ages. What do we got? Wooden double beds. That's going to green. I'm going to send it to the further away green. They deserve that. The other group got plenty of beds already. Yeah, the other thing too is obviously making the blocks and enclosing these spaces. Like, I had to straight up make a pen as the first thing I did here kind of thing. Not really the first thing, but I did have to secure like my animals and shit. There's the thing. So yeah, I then brought the fence a bit closer and stuff, so some of it's still broken. Transport pods ready. What is this? Double beds. So yeah, at the moment I'm kind of gifting my allies a bunch of stuff because I don't need it and they didn't want to trade for it. And yeah, I need it gone. I want it gone more so. Like, I can cancel all these little beds and they're immediately removed. I've removed a lot of the lights, side tables, cat beds, all sorts of stuff. I'm just trying to rip up the silver in the floor because I need the silver to make the new floor. And yeah, it's just trying to pack up the last few pods, last few caravans and stuff to get out of here. Like, if I wanted this metal and stuff, I could take that, but I think it's a waste, especially since I've already sent like hundreds of transport pods. I ended up making a shit ton of transport pods because I really just wanted to get the stuff out faster. And I had a lot of steel, and I'm like, all I had to do was realistically make components, and I had sent like hundreds of components forwards to start making the new place, but yeah, it's a little bit of a balance at this point, because I'm keeping an eye out for pods that are ready to go. I'm trying to remember where I'm sending those. I'm trying to make sure I'm grabbing people to do stuff, because when it comes to like manual tasks like this, my people aren't always going to go and do it. Especially deconstruction is like the very, very last thing on their list. Like, everybody has a manual priority and shit. Everybody's got their own priorities and crap. But yeah, it makes it easier when I'm trying to go somewhere quickly to just grab somebody and be like, hey, I need you over here for like 5-10 minutes. And Vincent's hauling steel. He's repairing mini turrets, which is fine. This has already been fixed up. The beds are out of here. That isn't the silver stuff. I'll grab you and we'll come down here for a bit. Something's on fire. That's fine. And we'll just start getting this removed. I'm trying to also make the new location more efficient, but like just barely. I prefer like big, wide, kind of sprawling colonies. Like, I have a lot of people, we've got all the time in the world to make shit and stuff, but yeah, I did say that at the next location I was going to try to make things a tiny bit more efficient for like just the sake of it. So yeah, we won't have like a gigantic sprawling workshop like this. We'll have like 4 or 5 small workshops that have like clustered resources with them and specific workbenches. So when people are working on stuff, they're closer to their resources and crap. I'm also only really grabbing people that have got like excelling skills in removing like construction shit, because I really do need somebody that can do this quickly. Right, what is this caravan? I didn't send one over here, so what is this? Is this the, hold on, is this the wood delivery? Hold on, where the fuck did that go? Hang on. Oh, wait, that was at Minwick. Oh no, that'll be fine. Depends on which thing you put them in. If you put them in here, you won't be able to bring them inside. I know where they're going. I gotta fix up these fences. We've got 2. I've got to get rid of that line up. We've got 2 fences there. Yeah, we can get rid of this line at the back here. When I made the new fence, I fucked up just a little bit, and I haven't fixed them yet. So it means that my animals can't be brought inside. That's a fence, that's a fence, that's a gate. That one's not built yet though, but I can get rid of this line up here. This will be fine. We got my flows, they're all extreme collapsing, that's fine. Alright, well they're gonna bring them in here. This will be where they are for a little bit. I'm not gonna dump them out of here. What I'm gonna do is, if you're not exhausted, mate, can I borrow you? I guess I could get through this. This would be fine. Somebody might bring him through here, but this is getting counted as a part of the pen, which tells me something's broken at the back. Maybe that? Hold on. Also that needs to die. Let's see. We don't have orange horses in here. There's a story behind that. And this is also why I have a orange horse emote. Is in my very first colony I ever had in RimWorld, my colonists decided to tame a orange horse, and they called it Avalon. And Avalon had like fucking dementia or some shit. So all he kept doing is basically just like having mental breakdowns every single time we wanted to go on a caravan. And he just drove me nuts. I hated him so much. But yeah, my colonists loved him, so I couldn't exactly kill the fucker. And ever since then, I've been like really adamant about not allowing orange horses to exist in my colony. So every time I spot one, like there's one down here, every time I spot one, it's dead. It's just, they don't get a choice. So I'm one of the rare fucking RimWorld colonies that has no orange horses in it. Like I used to actually really like them. I used to keep them as a preference over it because they used to be really uncommon in like 1.3 and like beneath that and shit. So it was really obvious when you had them and stuff. But yeah, I don't keep them now. I also try to do a little bit better with the management of the animals that I do keep. Like we've had like 70 odd ducks and chickens and stuff each, and I've now got it culling back down to like an appropriate amount, only because we've had like 3 starvation events where my colonists have like nearly died because no food. So yeah, salting spree, ravenously hungry. You're right, mate. Go get yourself some food or get a punch up on, whatever works. I'm gonna go sort out the guinea pigs here because I noticed that they're getting into like everywhere. Where's our zones? I want to the guinea pigs. I noticed that you guys are in here, and I don't want that. Like, they're not really a problem, but the other thing too is ever since 1.5, I noticed that the animals will decide to, they'll shortcut through, like, areas. If there's a door over here, for example, they'll go through here to, like, get into there, to come up through there or something. It's fucking annoying. That'd be specious. Nah, not really. Because like I still have like a shit ton of horses. It's I don't know, it's more of like I just don't want to repeat that because I had like a Rim Connect stream, which is where you I have this extension that people can like spawn shit in and stuff. I did one of those for like a special event, not for this colony, but its own event colony. And somebody managed to spawn in the fucking orange horse that was appropriate age and gender and stuff. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. My people named this Avalon. It's dead immediately. I don't care whose feelings are getting hurt, right? Just like, I've got a cat in here called Xena. She's got dementia. I have got like a couple of colonists that have got dementia and stuff, but I know better than to allocate them to caravans. My cat doesn't go in caravans, so I don't have to worry about her. If I had more mech serums to heal them, I'd use it. The problem is, if a colony of this size, if I don't have something that's really grandeur sitting around for my people to go and kick, they destroy other valuable things. So I'd only make like some of my like statues and tables and stuff out of like pure silver or gold or whatever. So they'll just go and kick that. But at one point I didn't have that when we first moved into Dryden. And my fuckers just decided to kick the fucking Resurrector mech serums, so we don't have those anymore. And I had healing mech serums and all sorts of shit. We don't have those anymore. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating because I don't have the ability to fix the problem kind of thing. If I had them, I'd use them, you know, especially like Xena's existed. She's since the very beginning of the game. I know where that is. Hold on. That's not too close to too many turrets. I was trying to tame one. I know she's fine. She's good. I thought I'd try to tame that guy because I have a female, what do you call it, Megasloth, and I thought it would be okay to breed them up again. But apparently he doesn't want none of this business, so he gets dead. The other thing too is this particular location really loves like the animal attacks, I noticed. Alright, that should be most of the important areas with exception of the ones that I haven't finished building yet, which I can fix up later. That's going to keep the guinea pigs out of most of the areas, which should keep some of the rooms cleaner. Speaking of rooms, I really got to finish making this place, but they've got to actually like keep it clean, and I've got like animals coming in like nearly non-stop. Also, do I have another gigantic statue? 'Cause I don't think I do. That's fine. I could put like a half a dozen of these in here. This is probably a pretty luxurious room, even though it's gross. What is it? Beauty display. Yeah, show me that. It's like 18, 19 on the corner. I don't mind. What's the other one? Very luxurious, unbelievably impressive, extremely spacious, beautiful and dirty. It's fine. I do need to still move some shit around. We've got the chess tables in here. We've got them. I've got another telescope I've got to find a spot for. Oh yeah, it's down here. Where is it going in pair with this? There. There we go. Alright, so we've got 4 of those out, I think. Yeah, just 4. 4 telescopes out. We've got 2 pool tables. We've got some books. We've got some chess tables. We've got TVs that don't have power yet, which I thought we connected power. Not quite. Okay. That is connected to some power. That's connected to kitchens. And I could bring it across, but I do need to knock down this outer wall. So let's get some hidden conduits, bring it into the wall at least. And then we'll bring in proper wall stuff. I'm gonna have to probably do a power thing up through the center. I will eventually finish mining this outer wall so that it's a bit neater and stuff, but it's not a priority for the moment. Building stuff is more of a priority than mining stuff, unless I need to mine something to get to it kind of thing. That's bringing power down to there. I'm not gonna connect them in that spot yet. That needs a visible thingy in that doorway. Hold on. I'm gonna put that there. I don't know about putting it in any of the other rooms, but if it brings it forwards. God, this is fucking filthy. Look at this. I know that my animals are doing the best that they can to bring stuff in here, but my God. Okay. I'm gonna have to probably take that upwards. I'll build those because I will probably use them later, but if this can bring some power inside, something's on fire again. Cougar's revenging. I might pause that because that should be at Dryden. I don't know where in Dryden it's at. What? We'll connect up to there. That should allow at least 2 TVs to maybe connect. Where is that Cougar? Is that here? Ah, that's fine. Cougar's dead. Something's on fire, really close by. I can hear it. Where are you? This looks like normal electrical fire of some sort, you know, the lightning and stuff. We should be fine. Oh, it's the boomalope fire. That's what it is. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's good for a moment. I do want to get some of this shit out of storage. I do want to call in like a trader and crap because holy shit, I've got no space. Let's see. I've got a bunch of these things. I could put these around the place. I'll get me the tiniest smick of space in there. Let's put them out in the open in between here so that when they do recreation, they kind of stay... Like, this is going to be a wash. I'm going to lose where the fuck these are. I always do because they're so small. We'll put some down here. Keep it near the recreational building because they'll want to use that. Somewhere between recreational building and food, ideally. That one's not allocated. It's not a lot, but it is a form of recreation. And it's just so easy to just give them something to make them happy. Tadashi, that was a damn choice where you chose to fight that. Holy shit. Also, hold on. These guys all asleep? Yeah, they are. Oh, the Jane's just fucking asleep in there and Huntsman. They're just like, yeah, this is fine. I'm probably going to have to build more electricity soon. Is this connected down here? Hold on. Sort of, but not really. We could do the side bits. Allow them. And we could allow this. I think the top's all done. Okay, so we're going to do down to Midway Electrics. And we've still got those getting built. And I haven't built the second hospital. Honestly, I need like a third one down here somewhere. We'll look at doing that later. Because I've got the prison one. I can also double up with that. Alright. Back up over here for a minute. Let's keep making some beds. Would like to make them fancier beds, but this is the best I can do for the moment. Just the sheer number of beds to get down first. And here's somebody taking down a roof. And I don't know if that's where I am or if somebody was building... Somebody might have been building a roof. Yeah, because I am undoing like some stuff here. Plus, we've got like the new bedrooms. I don't know if I'm going to keep this green or if I'm going to make this some kind of new neon-esque color like we did with the kitchens that one time. But if they could make most of these bedrooms, because we should... Yeah, we've got like, what, 72,000 wood? Somebody can make these bedrooms. That'd be right. Okay, that's a whole nother brick of bedrooms. They probably won't get down this far, although some of the rooms are basically done, so if they want to, because I want to go off to the other side and start putting bedrooms in the bottom half of the second one. Okay, those rooms are kind of already done. Over here's where I want to be next, because I think they might build these soon. If not, like as soon as beds start appearing on my map, my people will go and they'll sleep in those rooms. There's only a couple of people I've got to keep eyes on. I've got like 24 couples. So I just got to make sure that they're sleeping with the correct partners. And the rest of them don't really care. Which is why last time we had double beds everywhere. Oops. And this time we have single beds. We have a lot of single beds because it allowed me to give everybody an individual room just by cutting it down by 1 square per room. So if I made this 3 squares further over to account for like a double bed, or if I just shoved a double bed in here, the room would be cramped. They wouldn't like it. Plus I obviously have to do flooring and shit eventually, but that's a later problem. Alright, fuck knows how many beds just thrown down. There's some geothermals got to be built. Some of the animals are up here. Some of them are got to be sleeping. Yeah, a lot of them are down here. I don't know why they decided to take this place, but I'm not mad. Somebody's got a backpack on them. What are you carrying? You got rice. I could let you guys eat that. You'll eat that in the morning. They'll be gone. It's right next to them. Most of these guys, well, they're coming over and they're culling them in their sleep because I've got like, we can only have so many. And I've got like 14 adult males compared to the 5. I want somebody to bring these fuckers in here. What I want is I want these 2 left open. Nitro mate, can I just grab you for just a hot second? Can you just come through here so we can open this so my animals can potentially go through into the pen? Because I'm not quite sure what part is... I think it's that corner is essentially... Mate, really? He went around it, you douchebag. Okay, fuck off then. Somebody can make this corner soon. I'll have to go grab somebody. I'll go grab Chimpanzee. I can rely on him to go get something built once I find where he is. A damn good question at this time of day. He should be coming out of one of the double beds. I would imagine he'd be coming down from like up here somewhere. It's funny how sometimes I can't see. There he is. Sometimes I can't see where they are, and then they're just like in the middle of the screen. When you're done with your meal, mate, can I get you down here just to finish working on that? It might be a bit crowded with all these here, but if they're outside of the zone, my people have to hitch them and bring them inside because they won't technically be in a pen. So, although that does mean that these 2 are going to have to be closed again. So I might have to grab somebody else to go through their corpsey, mate. Could I get you to just come through here? Actually walk through the passage. He should walk through now. And I'll have to fix up these parts to get them built as well. Like I said, because I've been kind of constructing and reconstructing and all sorts of stuff, there's been a bit of work on like things getting moved and rebuilt and shit. Like I need all this to get built so that we can get rid of this backing area here. These ones as well. They're just a little bit too far away. They weren't the highest priority. Like if my people have got time and they want to go build it, if it's wood or something and they want to go build it, they'll go build it. But I have a lot of wooden beds around the place now for them to build. I also want to get rid of this double fence business we got here. So we don't need that to be doubled up. Originally I had it back behind it because of that isn't technically a fence, which actually I realized is the problem with that. Hold up. I might not be thinking of something here. Hold on. What did I remove said I could delete earlier? It was these. Alright. Also, if you can hear my cat scratching in the background, she's not trapped anywhere. She just thinks I'm in the garage and I'm not in the garage, so she's just going out that door. It's fine. I gotta move all of these forwards by a bit. That's what I've got to do. The only one I can't do that to is technically this design, but it's fine. I'll leave that for now. I keep thinking that these are solid because my people can't pass over them, but animals can. And it's kind of annoying in that sense. So what I want to make a copy of this. Hey, Asora. She's decided to come and join us on the table. Hold on. She's thinking about a fuzzy donut. I just can't see my screen for a minute while she's doing that. Plus, she also requires pats, essentially, so... Take a second to give her some pats. Alright, she has acquired the fuzzy donut, and she is very, very purry. She's very, very cute. So is my cat. Phoenix is probably running around somewhere. You'll normally hear him, but Azula likes to like sleep underneath my monitor and shit. So which caravan is this? This is the one with the hospital beds and the big deep drills and the heaters and shit. It also has the masterwork end tables, which I wasn't that interested in actually keeping, but I did load up with the potential to sell, so I don't care too much about that. I have a lot of steel. The animals are bred in the caravan, which is great, because I might just end up getting money for this. Or I could potentially buy some meat or components. Components are useful. But then so is like food and everything else. This is also the one with the sheeps and the cows, the adult ones coming through. Meat probably won't make it there in time. Components could help us. I don't have that kind of money. I do have excess baby animals though. So there is that. Hold on. Just gotta keep an eye on how much. That's most of the money. Still got space I could go with this. There we go. Okay, that's fair, because I'll just cull the baby animals anyway once they arrive, so it doesn't matter to me. It just surprises me I have that many extra animals that early on, but look, I don't mind selling a couple of Masterwork legendary bedside tables and a few animals and stuff and bringing over like a shit ton of components. I need a lot of components. I have a lot of people making components at the moment, the new location, but it still takes a while to make it. Also, let's make a new pod there. All the other ones are pretty much good. This one can have a new pod because it's still full. Let's see how we're going with the pods here. We have the blue fur chair and the armchair. That's going to an ally. You guys can have that. A double bed. I don't need to give blue anything else. I do need to give green more shit. I'm going to just send it in like all different directions. That one's empty. What else have we got? We've got all the leathers. That one's coming to me. I'm probably going to have to just dunk this in a room, honestly, because I just don't have that kind of space. I also don't know if it can make it through the mountain in that spot. We'll just throw it in the room. Fine. Let's see. Wooden double beds. That's going to an ally. Parsons dazed. Green can have that over there. How are they doing? They're getting there. They kind of like receiving beds. I've sent them so many beds. If their colonists aren't like living in luxury at this point, I don't know what, you know. Some double beds. Let's send that up to that one. Double beds. Let's send it to this one. I don't know if I actually landed that on an ally then or if I was slightly off, but that's okay. Let's see. You've got a daze because poor mood, poor mood, poor mood. 8 raw food. Rightio. All of this is still empty. Those ones are still empty. These ones could get rebuilt. Have I been? I've been alright. How you been, Field Boy? Insulting spree. Is that because poor mood? Oh, randomly insulting. That's fine. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm, just kind of getting the hang back of, the hell I was doing with RimWorld. And like moving a massive quantity of supplies at the same time as keeping track of people like pulling apart stuff and building stuff, and yeah, it is something. Why are you guys idle? Viper, what is your skills? Animals, intellectual, mate, you should have stuff for days. I have a lot of animals. Oh yeah, they did hitch them up in here. Okay, well, they've only got X number of time before those animals start starving, so they look like they're ready to go. Where's the colonists? Okay, all of my colonists are over there, but not one of them is grabbing the animals. This is kind of fascinating. I realize you guys got to actually grab the animals, right? What's the problem? Transport pod has arrived. It's no longer inspired work. Are you guys just realizing you got to go grab the animals? Lol, don't drop Marjot there. Holy shit. Crawling to a bed. Marjot, let me do a solid. Here. There you go. I don't know if you can crawl to that bed. Which one are you trying to crawl to? Is it a hospital bed? Yeah, it's a hospital bed. How about I change that to a hospital bed? There you go. I don't know if she's going to keep trying to crawl beyond that. But I need somebody in my caravan to go pick her up, technically. I think it was Eri that was holding her before. That was very interesting. Everybody was so ready to go, but nobody decided to go and grab a single animal. So, you know, naturally, they just dropped the person and are, like, thinking about it now. So now I got to just make sure that somebody picks her up that can potentially pick her up. I might say that after you've forming that, you're not going to be able to pick her up. Marjot, if I take you out of this group, you're going to wreck the whole thing. I just know that. I can't draft you. What is your problem? Food poisoning. I know that while they're all in there, I am curious if they'll just be close enough to grab it. I just want to see this, because the worst case scenario is I'll go back a minute and I'll swap out Marjot for somebody else, because obviously she can't walk She needs to be carried. Catatonic tackles. Where are you, mate? Vincent, can you rescue? All of my people are having problems right now because I have no recreation and, like, nothing really nice for them. And I'm trying to move them out, and it's about the best I could do. Where is my group? There we are. Okay, so they're really close by. Because they're all in this room, it's not like we've got a problem, like, getting them out. But I'll just see what they do, because I don't think anybody's going to pick up Marjot. So, yeah. Or, no. Slaughterer, laws, mate. Wrong time to do this, sir. Because I will absolutely... Not the caravanners. I'll kick your ass. Somebody go and hand it to him. I'm not that worried about him because I think I'm just going to load back